Okay, Shalom Aleichem. I'm here in Yeshivas Lubavitch, Northwest Florida. Right? A wonderful group of Bachim here. We had a small shir now, preparing for Hanukkah. Actually, today is the auspicious day of Yutas Kislev. But because it's Parshas Vayeshev, I want to speak about two psukim in Parshas Vayeshev that the same word is mentioned elsewhere, and Rashi by us is shocked, as if Rashi has to switch the pshat. And the question is, why does Rashi do it? So the first place is, it says that Yosef went wandering. I'm sorry, the first place is, the pasuk says, Yosef ben Shva Esrei Shana. Yosef is 17 years old. V'hu nar, and he was a young lad. So Rashi, the young guy, so Rashi says, he brings in the Medrash, he said, Yosef ben Shva Esrei Shana. V'ataymer v'hu nar, 70-year-old is a nar. 7-year-old, look at you guys, 7-year-old, right? Why are you calling him a nar? So Rashi says, he brings in the Medrash, that Yosef acted like a young teenager. He combed his hair, he cared about how he looked. So even though he was 17 years old, he got the title of nar. So I read that the Imrei Emes of Ger asks a question. He says, nar is not the first place in the Torah says it. We have earlier, by the Akedah, it says, Avraham Avinu says to the Mishar, so you stay here, Vani v'hanar neilchat koyin. And who's the nar? He's referring to Yitzchak. And Yitzchak was 37 years old. So why is Rashi shocked by us that a 17-year-old is called a nar, and that over there, that Yitzchak is a 37 years old called a nar? And Emre Emes says, there's a big difference. With a big difference how the pasuk over there, who calls him over there a nar, and who calls Yosef over here a nar. In by the Akedah, it was Avraham Avinu who was referring to his child, and he says, you guys leave, and my nar, my young child, will come with me. Every tati considers his son, however old he is, my young kid. So the fact that he's 37 years old, tati can still call his son a nar. Over here, it's not a father Yaakov calling him a nar. It's the Torah says, the Torah titles him a nar. That's funny. Why would he be a nar if Shva says Shana? That's why Rashi brings the second shot. Now, there's another place where we have a similar. Later on it says that Yosef went looking for the brothers, and he got bludgeoned, he got lost. Vayimtzaeyu ish, and a person found him. And said, who are you looking for? Says Rashi, who is this ish? Zeh Gavriel, Malach Gavriel. Now, how does Rashi know that over here it's Malach Gavriel? We find another place where it says Ish, and there's no name to it, and Rashi says it means somebody else. Last week's parsha, 2 weeks ago, when Yaakov is struggling with the Malach who yanked his Gidadasha. So it says Vayavik Ish Imoy, and over there Rashi says, you know who that Ish is? Sari Shalesa. Why is our Ish Gavriel, Malach Gavriel, and that Ish Sari Shalesa? And the answer is, look at the results of the two Ish. Over there, that Ish wrestled with Yankov. And because he wrestled, Yaakov asked the Malach to give him a bracha, and the Malach says, I have no time, I gotta go. That must be Sari Shalesa. Over here, it's a person or an ish that's offering help. He says, what are you looking for? Could I help? That's not Sari Shalesa. That is Gavriel, who's a malach here to help. And this is what we have to do. The Kotzker Rebbe once said that we can learn from that story. The malach teaches us that a person, even when he's a toya b'derech, even if he's fablunjik and he's lost, he should always say, Matavakish. Why is this happening to me? And there's always there somebody to help